we saw how to design a framework using the Playwright test. Now, second thing we'll be seeing how to create a framework using Cucumber. So for that, the first thing what I need to do is I have to check the extension. That Cucumber is installed. Yes, Cucumber is installed. If it is not installed in your system, try to install it. Cucumber,
Okay.
Jerkin full support free. So what is Cucumber? Do you know what is a Cucumber?
No, no idea.
Cucumber is
But
a
I hear that.
BDD. Yeah,
Mhm.
Cucumber is BDD, so it's better to know designing framework in both the way, because in interview or in your industry also, it may happen that they may are using Cucumber, so you may get confused. Oh, it was not covered in the class, right? So let's understand that. That's not anything. That is something icing on the top of the cake. Same thing you will be doing. Only thing is that there, it's just like you are having a pastry, and to look good, they'll put some extra things on the top. Without that, also it's a pastry only like that. So cucumber is something like it's a business requirement, I can say. Like let's say here, if I ask a layman to come and understand this, he'll not understand anything here, right? In layman term, I'm trying to make you understand. He may not understand. He'll see only codes are written here. Okay, but your someone, if your client is not technical and he tried to read whatever test case you are automated, but he don't want to read it like this. He want to read that in a pretty simpler way. That means in pretty normal English it would have been written. Then you will be using Cucumber. Okay, there you will have a feature file where in simple English the test case will be written and code will be linked to it directly. Okay, in that case what will happen? So someone non-technical can also come and understand, yeah, okay, this thing happened. Now see, this you saw designing. So for Cucumber, I have to then do two more things. One is Cucumber feature file, one is step definition file. And this step definition file, see, will ultimately call the function of this page class. See here what was
Okay.
happening? Here in this particular framework, I'm having a generic folder, pages folder, test folder, and JSON
Okay.
file for test data.
Right, I will.
So there,
Okay.
all these three thing will be there. Generic folder, page folder, JSON file will be there. Instead of this test folder, I'll have two more folder. What is two more folder? One is feature file, which will be written in
Okay.
general English. Okay. Or jerkin format, we say. In technical term, the language is called jerkin format. Okay. And the
Okay.
other is step definition file, which will link these lines with the function or code from this test file, this pages file. Here directly I was calling the functions here, right, in the test file. Here
Yeah.
in Cucumber, instead of this whole thing, instead of that particular one folder, I'll be having two folder in which I will be have a picture file, in which I'll have a
Definition and
step
picture.
definition file.
Okay.
This picture file will be written in jerkin format, which is normally just like English, and that feature file code I'll be linking with means this feature file lines will be linked with the code using step definition file. That's it. Understood the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. Here in this but single thing only I'll be creating that also. You can find the difference. That means three things will not change. This page file will not change. This data.json will not change
Yeah.
from where you are writing the data.
Mm.
This util will
Only
not
the test
change.
case will be changed. Yeah.
Only this test file will change. That means
Fine.
again
Okay.
I'll create one this thing, folders here. One new folder for Cucumber and the other folder is step definition. Step definition. Okay. Now I have two files here. Sorry, two folders I can created. One is Cucumber, one is step definition. Okay.
Okay.
So in Cucumber, I'll create one file, test.feature.
Okay. Hmm.
And here in step definition, I'll create one file, step definition dot Step
Feature.
definition dot ts. Normal ts file. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
So before using Cucumber, I have to do some more installations. The first installation I'll do the Cucumber itself. For the Cucumber, to install Cucumber, this is the command. npm install savdev cucumber. So Cucumber will get installed now. So next command what I can run is this one. Three installation will be doing. This one is the second.
Okay. So that one is done. PD. Okay.
Done. Then the third one is this one will be using to install. Okay. Now my installation is done. The next step is I'll write feature. What is this feature? So feature is login. Login test. Okay. Feature is just like you can say heading. In Cucumber, the feature is just like the heading. And your test case will be written in scenario. Okay.
Okay.
Scenario you say scenario is let's say first scenario. First test case is what? Check homepage and
Open login.
check homepage. The second scenario is what?
Login using the
No,
credentials.
practice.
User.
Navigate.
Oh.
Practice page validation.
Okay.
Two things we did, right?
Yeah.
So this will be on scenario. The test case will be on scenario. Feature is, it has nothing to do. It will not execute. It's just like a heading. Okay. Now here, the lines I have to write. What? Given user is in home page. Then user clicks on the, no, this is not practice. This is for practice one it wrote here. Control C. This I will write for practice. Okay. This I don't need. So given user is in the home page, user navigates to client navigates to user dashboard. User dashboard. That's it. Okay. So these are the two test cases I have. Yes or no?
Yeah.
One is that I'll log into the home page, see the user is the customer
Same
dashboard,
channel.
validate the message logout. Second is it will
Mm.
navigate to the page, practice page, and it will log out. Those are two stress.
Okay.
Show this will write here. So for that we have given when then, and there is one more keyword that is and. Okay. Instead of this also, I can use and also. Instead of then, this is optional what you want to use. You can use and, you can use then you can use given. It's up to you. Whichever I can use. Okay. But generally, where you'll use given is prerequisite. When is you are performing an operation, and then is you are validating something. Okay. And is used when you want to combine something like in the when you are doing operation, one operation you did, again second operation you want to do, then you can do when user navigate to this page and he navigate to that page. Then you can use and. Okay. Then is basically used for validation. This is the standard, but it's not necessary. You can use then in navigation also and in validation also. But that don't look good. Which is a standard you
Mm.
can follow. Okay.
Okay.
So you wrote one feature file here. Now what I'll do, I will now write the code for that. Okay. In the step definition file. So we'll write the step definition now. Okay. So just same thing. Whatever we have written here in test, right? normal playwright test, loginspec.ts, same thing we'll be using. Just try to import whatever you have written here. Just this and this you compare, you'll understand type definition. Only thing is that you have an extra feature file, which will call in this. Got it?
Got it. Yeah.
See, we created one. Now in before, see, just like there we had a, one minute. See, just like there we had one thing, what? This thing, right? Before each. Here also I have something called before keyword. Just like we had one there before each, right? Here also I have something called before, which will run before every scenario. There I can do the navigation and the login. See, there we had before each, right? Similar to before each in Cucumber, we have a method called before. This before are called hooks in Cucumber, before and after, which will run before every what? Before every scenario outline. This will run before every scenario outline, scenario and scenario outline. What is scenario and scenario outline? You can run in more about that in Cucumber. But just here I am showing you how to integrate Cucumber. Okay. So it will run before every scenario and scenario outline. I have two scenario here. So it will run before each scenario. Understood?
Yep.
So there I can do the initialization part. Simple initialization part. So here, what I'm doing, I'm initializing the page. Okay. Here I'm initializing the page. Here you cannot use the page fixture directly. Just like in this loginspec.ts, I was using the page fixture directly provided by Playwright. Because here I'm using Playwright test. But here I'm not using Playwright test. So I cannot use the page fixture directly. Okay. So what I have to do? I have to create an object of page. Then I have to create a browser object using that page. Okay. Using Chromium. Chromium, we are running the test case in Chromium browser. So I'll write await chromium.launch. Headless false means it will open the browser, or else it will run in headless mode. You cannot see the browser. Then I can create one object context where it will be browser.new context. Then I will be initializing this page is equal to await context.new page. And then this page I have to use. Here I cannot directly use the page picture because I am not using the inbuilt Playwright test. I am writing my own method. So I have to initialize the page like this. Okay. And then that page I will be passing here as argument as we are doing previously in the this loginspec.ts. Okay. While initializing that I'll pass it. Okay. Then I can navigate. Okay. Let me don't keep this login in before. Let me create one method to make you better understand. Just navigate. I'm keeping it in before so that it will be executed before every scenario and scenario. That means before every test. Okay. For logging, I'm
Okay.
just creating one extra thing. Okay. I'm not keeping it intentionally. Just till navigation, I'm keeping it in before. Okay. Understood?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So next thing what I have to create is I have to create this one. Now see here I'll show you how to use AI. See, I have created a feature file. Now what you can do here, you can see here it is already selected test.feature, which for which file you need help. Just see basic thing how to use AI. Just create, you can write step definition method for this page, this picture file. So what will happen? It will create you the step definition method. Rather than you writing it manually, it will create you some step definition method. See, wait, you'll see. See, if you go to the step definition file, it will create you some methods. See, this I don't want to keep, so leave it undo. Okay. These all I want to keep. These all are step definition method. So what is step definition method? You can see whatever I have created here, given user is on home page. So these are my actual test case what I am writing. So how it will execute? It need to have a code integrated with it. So if you see here, this given user is on home page, for this one particular step definition will be there. Given user is in home page. Second line, given user navigate to user dashboard. Sorry, when user navigate to user dashboard. For that you see one line is there, when user navigate to user dashboard. Again, this already present here, right? So it has already created, it will not create it again. Which is already created, it will not be created again. That's why that login thing I gave it out, because here it will be just created once. That same thing will again be called again and again. So I need not to write the code again and again. Okay. So next thing is that this one I don't have. Then user should be navigated. So if you go and see, for that also it would have created. See, then user should be navigated to practice page. Understood? Now this line will automatically call this line, and I have to write the code here. See, before I have done what? I have kept all my basic thing, which will be called before every test. Now user is in home page. It's already in the home page, right? When I navigate, it's already this user in home page means this line. It will navigate.
Navigate to that home page. Yeah. Yep.
So I can put that here.
Oh.
Await h.navigate. Okay, see, so this line, what it is telling me, user is on the home page. That means I'm navigating. Okay, so navigating, same thing I'm doing here. When did login.spec.ts I've kept in before is, here I'm creating the step definition file. So same what I've created, await homepage.navigate, same thing I'm putting here. Await h.navigate. Here instead of homepage, I've created h variable name. So I'm using h.navigate. Understand? Again, user navigate to user dashboard, we are validating here. So there we are using await homepage login, thus this, right? Login thing we are doing. Yes or no?
Yes.
So let me put the navigate in the this thing, before thing. It will automatically do before every scenario.
Okay.
Then what I can do, I can log in. Okay, h.login. User in the homepage means I'll just log in here. Control B.
Okay. Okay.
So for login, again I have to use the data.username. Okay, same thing what I have used. Data.user1.username, data.username. I'm reading same thing. I'm reading from where? That JSON file.
It's yeah.
See, the next thing, just whatever I have detailed login, same thing I'm using. Nothing different. Here, user dashboard. Show, I'm using the same thing. User dashboard means that is B. See, same thing I'm using. Yes or no? The
Yep.
next thing, next also, navigate to practice plus means I'm using the same thing. What I have used here, see, in this, dot navigate to practice. That's it. Same thing I have used here, step definition, navigate to practice. Then logout, I have to keep it in after. Here, there was after each. Here it will be after.
Okay. Okay. It's not good. Yeah.
That's it. B.logout. Page.close means it will close the browser. If you don't write also, it will close. No need. That is it. If you write also, it will do. If you don't write also, it will also do. Same thing. Okay. Page.close means it will close that browser. Even if you don't write also, it will close. But if you write also, it's okay. Okay. is recommendable if you're using after you write it paste.close. Okay. So so you understood, right, how we broke down, right, that test file into this particular Cucumber. You got an idea, right?
Mm.
Or any doubt?
No, I have to go through it again, and that's fine.
That's okay. You will not understand everything in one go. But you got the link, right? How we break it down
Yeah, I can't understand. I
from,
can understand because when comparing to that, just I
yeah.
sync everything here to change to cucumber.
Yeah, just I had a one file I was using inbuilt test things, sorry, Playwright things test, and here I just created one file. So I have written it in Jerkin format, which is just normal English. But this each of the line is actually one line of the test case. For that, what I have done, I have created one step destination file for each of the line, and I am calling the functions just like I have called the
Yes.
function here. That's it.
Yeah.
And other difference is that as it is a inbuilt playwright test, so I can use the page fixture, but here I cannot use the page fixture as it's not an inbuilt playwright test. So I have to initialize the page and use that instead. Okay, I have to create the page variable, initialize, and
This one
that
is
plus application.
very easy to compare to that one, right? It's the
Yeah,
process is really easier one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you understood, right? Understood how we
Yes.
just used to relate. Now you can relate, right? The test file with this Cucumber
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I can relate it. Yes.
Okay. So here what we can do, you can give in Cucumber is generally in real time you will be giving one tag. Just like
Mm-mm.
we give array regression we are giving. So that tag with that tag you have to run this Cucumber file. Okay. So for that what you have to do, you have to go to package.json in the script.
So the tag
See,
means it's like a function or it's like the tag name, just like that.
no, it's just like tag means at the rate, let's say there is one more thing, TRE. Okay. So
Yes, got it.
when you
Yeah.
there will be different tag for that. When you want to run only TRE test case, just use this tag. When you will write, you also have to see for execution, you have to use this command, this whole command.
Yes.
So there you have to give this tag. I've given at the rate
Yeah.
REG means it will run both the test case. If I use at the
Yeah,
rate
I
TRE means it would
remembered
have
now.
run.
I
Yeah.
remembered now.
If
Yeah, I got remembered. Yeah, last class we studied about that smoke and everything. Yeah.
yeah, if you just use this TRE means it will just run this single test case. Okay.
Yep.
So this to run both the thing, I have to use REGT tag. So for that, you have to write this whole line.
Okay.
Okay. So for that, you have to write the whole line. So it's not recommendable to write the whole line again every time and run it. So what I can do, I can use script. That also we have learned in previous class how to use script just to you make simple running simple, right? So what I can do, same thing I'll do. I'll just put here. So now what I can do, I can just do npm test. That's it. Or npm test or npm run test. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Then it will run it. See, now it got some error. Let's try to use AI to understand why, how to resolve. Just type how to resolve this error. Directly ask it. Ask the AI. It will understand and it will give you a resolution. Some error came, right? So it is analyzing. Okay, see. So it told that I created one JSON file which will resolve your error. So you just keep it and see what it created. It created something here. Okay. So which will resolve the issue. Let's try to run. Now see, it ran. So it ran or not? The first test case ran.
Yes.
Yes, second test case
Yeah.
ran. Now in Cucumber, it is not running in parallel. It is running one by one.
Mm.
So you saw one
Okay.
browser open, other browser open. As that was in test, what we were using, that was Playwright inbuilt thing. So there it was using that Playwright config.ts, and there it is taking that it is given undefined means 8 thread are there. So it is running in parallel. But this is not running in parallel. This is not running normally, that Cucumber thing. So it ran. Okay. So extra thing what we have to do for using the JSON and window, this tsconfig.json, which we created through AI just now. Okay. So the extra thing which you need here in Cucumber is we have this file which will have all this value, and with that we can access the JSON as well as the window which we are using per what we have used right in utils, this window thing, this window. So that also will recognize by using this
Mm.
DOM, written DOM here, right? It will identify. So this extra file we need, tsconfig.json. Understood? Cucumber also you understood, right? We executed, you saw. Yes or no?
Yes. Yep.
So we saw how to create our framework using normal Playwright inbuilt test and using Cucumber.
Cucumber also. Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah.